So 5 a.m. out of bed has become my new normal. Yes. Do I feel better for it? Yes, I do. Did I ever think I would? Never in a million years. And yeah, so positive changes, I think so. But no, if you'd have said to me like before what someone else said to me about 5 a.m., I would have said to you, positive changes, like you must be joking. But you know, it's funny, to tell you a little story just quickly. I had someone come over to me to do a photo shoot one day, and he said to me, boy, it'd be here for 10 o'clock. Now, me, my standard of getting up in the morning was probably 8 o'clock, so probably that was about the latest time. And time I got ready, you know, and potted around and had my bath and tea and all that old stuff, it's like 11 o'clock, and then, you know, watch a bit of telly, go on the computer. By the time I had enough out, it was nearly lunchtime. And anyway, this guy said he'd be there for 10. So I got up, sitting there watching the telly, thought myself going around the bath and bloody blah. And anyway, 20 past 9, like the phone's going. He's like, oh, I'm already outside. So, you know, I thought I'd wait a bit. I've been here since 9. And I'm like, oh. So quickly dived in the shower, told him, listen, give me 10 minutes. I dived in the shower and opened up the door. I passed, just wiping over my face still. And he's like, oh, do you have a late night? And I'm like, no. Like, and he goes, oh, do you usually sort of like get up all these times? And I'm like, yeah, I thought myself, boy. So he said, I've just dropped my kid off to school. He says, and you know, usually I'm in work, he said, by 9. He said, but I took the day off to do this shoot and everything. And I'm like, okay. So anyway, he just carried on making a thing of it. And he was like, you know, so what, you do this all the time? Like, you get up them times? And I thought myself, yeah, I thought myself, you come here for a photo shoot. Like, and I felt at the time it was like a bit of a lecture, but at the same point, he was kind of right. And he goes, you know, time you get up, get ready, go out the door. He said, people have been in work, the kids have been in school. He said, people have had their mid-morning break. And he was saying all this throughout the shoot, and I'm like, yeah, no, you're right. And he goes, you know, life's for living. And I said, yeah, that's true. And he goes, you get far more done. And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, what about your editing and everything? And I'm like, yeah, you know. And he goes, the thing is, he said, the phone goes and everything, you get distractions. And anyway, that was that. So off he went. Oh, one thing he said to me, he said, you know, maybe some days you don't even say good morning to people. By the time you head out the door, it's like at lunchtime. And I thought, yeah, he's right. So I was telling people that I know, I said, this guy come over for a shoot. Anyway, my friend said to me, yeah, he goes, but I get up at 7. He said, you know, he said, I can get up later. He said, but, you know, I have things to do. He said, so I'll get them done before work. And I thought, all right. So I thought maybe it's just me. Like, so anyway, I tried to reset my body clock, like my friend said to me. He said, you know, get up early, 7 o'clock, he says, and you might be a bit tired. He said, but later on you'll sleep earlier, and that's all great. So I'm like, all right. So anyway, I tried that, and then eventually I thought, oh gosh, like slipped back into getting out of bed, sort of like 8 o'clock again. And that's fine, always suited me. So, and anyway, just, I don't know, just everything that's happened in life, like, you know, as time goes on, like people around you like have passed away and everything. And, you know, it's like you reflect and think to yourself, you know, like you got to make the most out of life and everything. And then what that guy said to me always stuck in my mind. So recently, I've got myself this little part-time job now, which I'm kind of happy in. It's 3 days a week, but that I'm going to save that for another little video, because since my first video, and by the way, talking of my first video quickly, let me just go back to that. Thank you to everyone that put a comment on there. So, and yeah, so me talking about photo shoots, if you watch that video, you'll see that, you know, I do freelance photography and all that, as well as having to work for somebody else, just like none of us like to do. But I'm making changes and balancing out my time and everything. So I'm now getting up at 5 o'clock. I thought myself, you know what? Not even 6, like 5 o'clock. Get up, because a lot of people say to me, oh, get up at 5. I go down the gym, I go for a run. and everything, and I feel so much better for it. And these are just things that people have said to me on top of what this guy said to me. And I thought to myself, everything that's happened, people I know passed away, like my own mum's passed away, and I thought to myself, life is ticking on, none of us are getting any younger, and get up. Yeah, so luckily for me, I've always been a person like 5-6 hours sleep is enough. But even if it weren't, even if I'm one of them that has to sleep for 8 hours, I would have still probably made adjustments now, because you begin to realize that, you know, I look at it this way, we're a long time dead. Once we're gone, we're gone. And everyone around me, like that I know, have all passed away. And it just makes you reflect, you know, you just think to yourself, nah, like, I'm not going to lay in bed all day. Yeah, I'm going to get things done. And you know what? It is a positive change, because never would I have said to anyone it's a positive change. And it really is, for me, it really is a positive change. Because now, yeah, not too many people are up. They are. You see lights going on in the morning and they're getting up for work, but nobody's really on the phone ringing you up. So, okay, so I can get on with stuff that I want to do on the computer. And even my part-time job that I'll tell you about in the next video is that it gives me that time to do what I need to do before I get there. Whereas I think I would have had it the other way around, and I'm sure a lot of people do, like go to bed late and think, oh, get up in the morning, and then you're stressed because you're like, look at the time, I need to catch the train or the bus or whatever, yeah, and you don't have time to do anything except to maybe just grab a quick shower, a quick cup of tea or coffee and fly out the door, yeah. But now I get up and I think to myself, okay, like, even if I weren't starting work till say 11 o'clock, just supposedly, I'm getting up. Yeah, I'm getting up and I'm going to get the things done. And yeah, just feel better about it. Feel that I've achieved more and all that sort of thing. So yeah, that's positive little changes. And I just feel that if it's something where you're thinking to yourself, like, I mean, obviously it's up to the individual, but I just think, like, I've had a lot of people say to me, like, oh, did you feel better? Like, you know, tell me how you feel. So I'm like, how do I feel? I feel that it is a positive change, yeah. So, you know, maybe there's someone watching this video and thinking, yeah, you know, maybe I should start getting up, or I want to start getting up, but, you know, like, and sometimes you need to hear a little something. Like, I didn't know I needed to hear what this guy said to me. Like, he seemed like a lecturer. Like, you know, like, if people ask me something, like, a couple of people have said to me, oh, is there any, you know, convince me to get up? And I'm like, no, I'm not convincing you. I'm not convincing you. I'll tell you how I feel, but it's not for me to lecture you, you know. So, but I will say that the number one thing is I get far more done. Yeah, I get loads done, more so than you think when you come home from work, say in the evening, and you try to do stuff. Because you know your phone will ring, someone will distract you, someone might knock on your door, the neighbor might, you know, knock on your door, whatever. So anything, yeah. So in the morning it's quiet, yeah, especially on a Sunday. And you know, I find now that I get up and I get out the door, because I've never been one to always be indoors all day. Like, if I am not working, I've got no photo shoot or anything, or any, you know, agency job, if I'm not working, I wouldn't stay indoors anyway. But yeah, so I like to, you know, maybe just go up the shops. But now I just feel that, yeah, it's like, I just get up in the morning and can do so much more. So yeah, so that's a little update. And yeah, so I have got this part-time job. There are some other little things that I'm doing that I feel is there comes a time in life that you think, sometimes you can't change everything, and then you think, oh, you know, if I change this and do this and do that, and then it all seems a lot that you got to change and you don't do it. So I look at it this way: just making one little thing as a change on your list of things that you would like to change can make all the difference. Yeah. So, and to me, it's definitely made all the difference. It's made, yeah, massive difference. So yeah, but I will put up these other videos about some of the other things that I've changed, and just, yeah, just, you know, whatever. But again, thanks for everything, and thanks for all the likes and everything that you put on the other videos. And yeah, catch you in a bit. All right, thank you.